Hi Pisces, this is your self-love reading. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading and this will not resonate for every single Pisces out there. All right, let's get started. So as you can tell, I already went and pulled some cards for you Pisces to kind of get the general understanding of perhaps what you guys are experiencing. You guys are special because you were the first people that had 2 cards come out. But as I was about, when I picked it up, I realized I had to keep those cards. So here we go. We have divine timing. The divine brings things in the timing that we need. Nothing comes before we're prepared, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your perfect and holy timing, dear Lord. Then we have doubt. Offering all the divine doesn't mean negativity never arises, but you can say, free me from this prison of doubt. I cast this burden to you. Show me your will and restore me to the faith and confidence. Some of my Pisces could be dealing with self-doubt, dealing with, perhaps for some of you as well, you could experience a fear of perhaps not having something not come to you at the right time that you thought it was, or things left out of your life where you've started to doubt yourself because perhaps people or circumstances are you can't control it. Now you're having self-doubt about yourself, but really in reality what is happening is people, places, and things leave our lives when they're meant to. People, places, and things come into our lives when they're supposed to. And it always has a meaning and it always has a perfect timing. The only problem is for oftentimes for us, we don't understand it or comprehend it, especially at that moment. But if you can always look back at time, you could be like, you know what, I'm so glad that that didn't happen at the time that I wanted it to. I'm glad that it happened later on, or I'm glad it just didn't happen at all. Because you'll start to see things that perhaps you think that it's almost as if though the frustration of things need to be aligned the way that they're supposed to in our minds, when really in reality is we can't control time, we can't control circumstances or people or places because we're not meant to. And for some of my Pisces, you guys could have had put in a lot of effort into something. You guys could have done a lot of stuff to try and really keep either a person in your life or keep something going, or you might have been waiting for something to happen, and because it didn't, it could have frustrated you. And the universe is there to really show you that perhaps it was meant to be that way. So let's see, we have the Magician. That just flew right out of my hand. We have the Princess of Pentacles. We have the Empress. Ooh. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Ten of Pentacles. And we have the Last Judgment, or the Judgment card. But I like that it says the Last Judgment. So for some of my Pisces, you could have dealt with a person who could have really wore a fake mask, who really could have pretended to be so much. And this person could have really put on a whole thing stating that, oh yeah, I'm so perfect, I'm such this, I'm such that. And because of that, this person could have really impacted your ability to really see who you really are. For some of you guys, this person perhaps could have left you as well. For some of you guys, this could have been a past connection is what I'm feeling. But what's really happening is it's almost like the divine is keeping you from something that was way worse than you realized. I almost feel like there's some kind of divine intervention, especially when that has divine timing. But for some of you guys, you could have been dealing with a person or a circumstance to where I really feel like this person puts on a facade to you. And I think this person makes you think that there's more than perhaps, okay, I have to try and find a way to how to word this properly. I think you're dealing with a person where there's no win. You can't win with this person. I think for some of my Pisces, and this doesn't have to be a lover. This can be a friend. This can be somebody that you know. Also, I just saw, I think was a raven. It might have been a crow, but that was a big crow. This is the second time that I saw it now. And that could be confirmation for some of you. I know that ravens and crows are pretty big confirmations for me, especially ravens. But what is happening here, it feels like, Pisces, is this person has made you start to self-doubt yourself. This person has perpetuated a cycle in which, for some of you guys, this could be a partner that you're married to, or a girlfriend or boyfriend. This could be a family member. This could be a coworker. I mean, this is a general reading, so take what resonates. Because what I am feeling for some of you guys, this person has impeded on you. So much so that it is now taken a part of you to, you no longer have that self-love that you would have had. It almost feels like this person has withered away some of your self-esteem. It almost seems as though this individual makes promises and then breaks those promises and then tells you that you, like, oh, I never said that. Why would you think I said that? Like, this person leaves you doubting yourself. This person makes you feel lesser than. And this person acts like they're all high and mighty, that they have so much to offer you, but really in reality, they don't have anything to offer you. And it almost seems as though, as well, this person has caused you to doubt and question your own emotions. This person could tell you, oh, you're just too emotional. You don't understand, you know. You just always get overly emotional and bring other people into it and ask others, do you think that this person's just overreacting? And I think Pisces is overreacting. Like, I'm just sensing that for some of you, that you're dealing with an individual who is cruel, who walked all over you, who devalued your feelings. And for some of you guys, you could have been done with this person. This person might not be in your life anymore. And others, this person still can be in your life. But either way, if this person's not in your life anymore, it's just the thought processes. It's the circumstances has shaped you and molded you. And you can never quite let go of it, because it's almost like in your mind, you're seeing it as what it really was. But at the same time, you doubt yourself. It almost seems like for some of you, you could never keep this person involved in your life. And it's only because this person, I feel like, keeps going in and out of your life due to the fact that this individual really doesn't have a stable footing in themselves. And they're now teaching you, like, they're now almost projecting. It feels like this person projects a lot, Pisces. I never wanted this to be just a love reading, because I wanted us to mostly focus on self, right? This is a self-love reading. But what I'm feeling, that what happens for a lot of you guys is this person or this circumstance has impeded upon your own self-love. This has molded you to viewing yourself in such a negative way that you are not able to really see who you truly are, what you have to offer the world. And for some of you guys, this person will never give you closure. For some of my Pisces, you really wanted to have closure. You really wanted this person to really see the horrible things that they might have done to you. But it almost seems like as if this person doesn't, and this person never will. And for others of you as well, it seems as though this person it almost seems like this person's wreaked havoc on your life and then blamed you for it and then walked away. And this person acted like they put a lot of effort in, when really in reality, this person put very little into this relationship or into whatever this circumstance was. And now you're left to pick up the pieces. And because of that, now, again, I feel like a lot of my Pisces keep doubting themselves. You could be doubting your self-worth, doubting even your own thoughts, your own opinions. You're doubting your own intuition. For some of you guys, you're just in self-doubt all the time. You doubt the littlest things that you might do on a daily habit. Like, you might go and be like, you might think, oh, I might want to go purchase this for as an investment for later on in life, right? Should I purchase even the simple things like, oh, what kind of stick of gum do I want? And then you think, I don't know what I want. It's something so stupid like that, but it's not stupid because little things that you doubt in yourself actually can be very, they can have a lot of negative impact in your life as well. Like if you doubt yourself in your love life, you can start doubting yourself in your career. You can start doubting yourself in your family. You can start doubting yourself with your friends. You doubt yourself on a fundamental basis. You start to notice that you have less and less confidence. You start to see that you have less and less in your mind to offer people. But really, in reality, this person saw what you were capable of, and this person was jealous, and because of that they projected so much onto you. I feel like they just vomited everywhere and then was like, cool, pick it up, thanks, and then left. That's just kind of what it feels like. I know that's terrible, like a gross analogy, but that's really just what it seemed like for some of my Pisces. You were just dealing with people in your life that almost felt like a curse, but the universe was pushing them out of your life, or is trying to push them out of your life, because they're like, okay, no, you don't need to be with somebody like this. It's time that you start finding your true self. Stop putting yourself down. Stop questioning yourself. Because what you believe was right all along. And, you're not going to always you're not always going to be right all the time, right? But when you put yourself in circumstances or situations to where other people take charge or control, because most of the time Pisces are very free-flowing people. They don't like to make waves. They kind of just go where the wind takes them. They're normally a very free spirit, and because of that, sometimes people can take advantage of that. And because of that, we have to see that not everybody in the world is kind. Not everybody in the world has a heart like we do, and sometimes we cannot, for the life of us, fathom it. And it's because us ourselves wouldn't put other people through it. But just because you wouldn't doesn't mean somebody else doesn't. So we have here, I connect with nature today. Spend time outdoors today. Breathe in the fresh air. Relax under a tree. Take in the whole sky. Notice that nature isn't judging you. Yeah, see, and it's so true. Like, I think this also was for Aquarius, I think, that had this card. And it's like, I did say, yes, nature really doesn't judge you. Animals don't really judge. Nature doesn't really judge. It's just us as human beings. We put judgment and labels on everything. And we having to realize and resort back to that just because we might view something as wrong doesn't mean that it's actually wrong. Just because others say that you don't have something to offer the world doesn't mean that that's true, right? So we have to really go back within ourselves, really have to reevaluate who we are and understand that we deserve to be loved. Only love is real. Whenever you're afraid, remember this: only love is real. Let love bless you, guide you, and inspire you. I am beautiful and everybody loves me. I am beautiful and everybody loves me. Carrying this thought with you today, and notice the effects on you and others. And with this card, I have to say this. There are people that have self-hatred and that will use that self-hatred to harm other people, right? Because I'm sensing for some of you guys, you could have been dealing with a person in the past, or like I said, even now, that could still impeding on your life. And because of that, it could cause you guys to really feel like nobody loves you, or to feel like you're not loved. When you start to learn to love yourself, the people that are terrible, the people that have no love in themselves, it's almost like they kind of fade away, and they no longer fit no longer fit the program in your life. They no longer fit the norm. And because of that, you no longer attract those people to your life. So when you start to learn to have self-love, you no longer attract people that have self-hatred. You start to attract people that have self-love. So if you hold the belief that I am loved, everybody loves me, I am beautiful, and you keep saying that to yourself over and over again, You start to change the habits, because that's all we have in life, right? Everything is made up of habits. What is your habits, Pisces? Because if you start to pay attention to your thoughts, because your thoughts are a habit, it's a thought that you've thought 1,000 times. I think they said something like it's a outrageous amount of thoughts that you have thought yesterday. It was like 85% of today's thoughts was also like 85% of yesterday's thoughts. It was something like that. But that's true. Whatever you're thinking yesterday, you almost think again today. You have habits with your everyday routines. You have habits with your thoughts, with your emotions. You get accustomed to feeling a specific way, and then you get used to feeling like, so if you feel depressed for 5 years, it's a habit to feel depressed, right? And then when you get out of that depression, your body's almost like, oh, I don't feel comfortable no longer having depression, even though depression's not a happy state, even though you don't like to be depressed. You might want to go back to that depression because it's like you haven't built that habit of feeling happy, right? So that's what I feel like for some of my Pisces is what you're going through. So learning to be kinder to yourself every day. It takes a lot of hard work, and it takes a lot of paying attention to your thoughts, your process of what you think, who you are, because it takes a lot of trial and error to really start to find yourself, to really give yourself that love. We have to like reparent ourselves, you know? It seems like everybody has that. Even when they don't come from dysfunctional homes, there's still some things that we have to parent within ourselves, because our parents can't meet every single need, right? Our partners can't meet every single need we have, but we are able to fulfill all of the needs that we truly need. So for a lot of my Pisces, I am feeling that you guys are on that verge of transformation. You're on that verge of actually growing and like forming your own identity of who you truly are. But it's just taking you guys some time, and you have to be honest with yourselves. You have to be kind to yourselves, and you have to slowly give yourself that time. So here we have virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourages others to grow. Because I was feeling that for a lot of you guys are really good nurturers. You guys are really good at helping others see their value, but you might be around others that don't show you your value, right? So you're now having to find and be your own partner, be your own person. If you were with a person, say like this was a love relationship and this person damaged you and then you broke up, instead of getting back with a different person, start taking yourself out on dates. Start telling yourself, like, I know this is so weird, but do it. I mean, it really helps, actually. Like, I've had it where, before I met my partner that I have now, when I was with people that treated me terribly after I left that relationship, I would always say to myself, you know what, I deserve a better partner, because I know my worth now. I can see ever so slowly at that time a little bit more of who I was. And so I would say to myself, I'm kind, I'm loving, so therefore I will have a kind and loving partner. And if you keep saying that to yourself, and then you start treating yourself like a kind, loving person, and you stop putting yourself down, you won't find others that will do that anymore. When you put yourself down, other people around you will start to put you down. When you start to love yourself, others around you will start to love you. It's bizarre, but that's really what happens. I love the quote. I believe that was from the Buddha. And it was, the ego says, when everything externally falls together, I will be at peace. But that's the ego. The spirit says, when I find peace, that's when everything around me will start to fall together. And that's really what I'm feeling for a lot of you guys. So here we have purpose. You possess the determination and dedication to consciously demonstrate love. You have a purpose in this life, Pisces, and for a lot of you, it really is to show the true essence of love. For a lot of you guys might have a job or career or something that you want to do that might actually help other people. Because for a lot of you guys, when you start to find love within yourselves, you'll start to help other people find love within themselves. You'll start to really show other people who they truly are and what they truly deserve. So here we have trust. You have a strong connection to your soul's loving voice and have faith in your intuition. Exactly. Stop doubting yourselves, Pisces, because you know deep down what is true for you. You have that voice inside of you. Trust it. Trust who you really are as a person, because Nobody else is you, and nobody else holds the vision that you hold. And the universe made you because you were supposed to be here. When you realize that you have a purpose by the fact that you are alive, just proves that you are worthy of love, and you don't have to prove it to anyone else that you are worthy of love, because you just automatically deserve to be loved for who you are. And the people that are in your life, that are meant to stay in your life, will stay in your life. So don't ever worry about people leaving you that don't deserve you. You and them would be better for it. So I hope you guys liked this video. I hope that this helped you in some way. Stay true, stay kind to yourself. Start to trust yourself little by little. Do small little steps to learn to trust yourself, but stop doubting yourself, Pisces. You know that you actually hold the truth. You know what is right for you. No one else has the right to tell you what is good for you. All right, thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a great and wonderful day. Thank you. Bye.